Hi, I'm tax attorney Dan Urban. I've spent my entire career working with taxpayers to resolve problems with the IRS, and today I want to talk about the IRS examination or audit process. Now, there are four primary reasons why the IRS selects a return for audit. The first are claimed credits or deductions that vary significantly from other taxpayers with similar income. Think like you make $50,000 and then claim a $40,000 travel deduction. The second is when there's information on your return that differs from information that's already been submitted to the IRS. So think like you got a $100,000 retirement account distribution but then didn't include it on your return. The third is if the IRS audits someone else that's linked to you, maybe you have the same tax preparer or are part of the same business, they didn't like something on their return, so now they're going to look at your return. And the fourth is if you're part of an IRS initiative to review specific items on a return, like for example cryptocurrency. If your return is selected for a field audit, an IRS Revenue Agent is going to be assigned to the case. They're going to reach out to you via mail and give you their contact information, and they're going to request to schedule an interview to discuss your return. They will then follow up with an Information Document Request, or IDR, which requests, as you might have guessed, information and documents needed to verify certain items on your return. And over the course of the audit, you may go through several rounds of IDRs and responses with the Revenue Agent. Ultimately, the Revenue Agent will issue a Revenue Agent report or examination report that walks through their proposed adjustments to your return, proposed additional tax due, and proposed penalty. After reviewing the examination report, if you disagree with the results, you can either submit additional information to the Revenue Agent and try to convince them to change their numbers still, or you can request a closing conference with the Revenue Agent and their manager to discuss changes you'd like to see, or you can file an appeal. If you do not exercise your appeal rights, the Revenue Agent will eventually send a notice of deficiency in the mail, which details their final adjustments to your tax return. Crucially, the notice of deficiency provides 90 days to petition the U.S. tax court if you do not agree with the results. If you do not timely appeal to the tax court, then all of the tax, penalty, and interest in the notice of deficiency become final. And again, as you might have guessed, after your appeal rights expire, it becomes very, very difficult to challenge the underlying liability. So pay close attention to those deadlines. At Urban Tax Law, we help you through every stage of the audit process. We take over as the point of contact with the IRS, so you don't need to talk with them. We help prepare and present your submissions to the IRS. We help fight penalties, and we try and bring the audit to an efficient, successful close. And if the IRS's determinations are incorrect or unreasonable, and they won't fix them, we know how to strategically exercise your appeal rights. So if you are the subject of an IRS audit, sign up for a consultation today and let's talk about your case. I'm tax attorney Dan Urban with Urban Tax Law. We'll see you soon.